Hey guys, hello. It's a Friday evening here in New Zealand, in the southern part of the hemisphere. So, good evening, and hope everybody is well. I'm actually streaming across Facebook and YouTube tonight. I was actually wondering whether I should actually do both of those, but I'm going to give it a go. YouTube is my Eat Healthy, Fight Diabetes channel that I'm setting up, and I'm going to actually tell you in a few seconds why I'm so grateful that I actually set that one up. And also across my Eat Healthy, Fight Diabetes group. So hello guys, and hope you enjoy the replay when you catch it. And the other one is the new Facebook page under my name, because I have a feeling that some of my content on my actual page, my Eat Healthy, Fight Diabetes page, actually infringed part of Facebook's policies. I have no idea which policies was actually affected, and which post actually was the ones that actually infringed. I put a request in to actually get more details, but I'm really thankful that I basically had copies of all of the videos that I had posted on there live. And so I'm basically setting it up to just upload them in my YouTube channel, so that at least there is actually a record of all the conversations that I've been having for the past month. and things. So, yeah, so that's basically what's been happening on that tech side of things. So it's okay, it's good. It just basically means that there's another place for you guys to check out. That's not necessarily Facebook for all those who actually don't like Facebook. Then there's a YouTube channel that will actually have my videos up there as well, and I'll stream on there live too. So this is actually my health channel, which I'm going to basically just share with you various things based on my experience in terms of what I did last year. We're coming up to about 12 months. So it should be interesting when I decided to actually go on a weight loss journey, and at the same time managed to reverse my pre-diabetes after 8 years of being pre-diabetic. And so I've been able to sort of share my story, but also I've started my journey now for the rest of this year into being a certified health coach that's recognised in Australia and in New Zealand and things. So that's quite exciting. But I mean, that the health side of things is basically where my passion is. But I also have a dual hat because I have another channel on my YouTube which it focuses on business, design, and just general online business, because that is essentially what I've been doing for most of my life in terms of being an online marketer and an entrepreneur for over 10 years and things. So that channel will actually be just set up primarily to provide skills, a lot of how-to and things. But this is my passion. Health is my passion. So getting into that, I'll just play a short little trailer just so that it gives you guys a bit of an idea, a little bit more about me and where you can actually find me. So let me just go into that. Okay, I think the music was going really weird then. So I don't know, maybe my computer's playing up and things, but all right. So today I wanted to actually talk about life expectancy, because apparently there's a difference between life expectancy and health expectancy. And I've got up here, and I'll share a screen where I can actually write some notes so you can actually see it as well, in terms of what I mean by that. The average age for men, in terms of their life expectancy, is 79 years, and for women it's 83 years. However, the healthy life expectancy for a man is basically 65, and for a woman, these are New Zealand stats, 66 for women. So that difference between the two figures that I said before, 79 years and then 83 for women, and then the healthy life expectancy is around about 14, 15 years difference, because usually the stats in those final 15 years of someone's life, statistically, it's actually spent in ill health. So while you may actually still be alive, the sad fact is that those last years, and it's increasing all the time, are starting to be where people are actually basically not living a healthy life right to their very end and things. And so that in itself is a bit of a wake-up call. We know that also. I know that also within my community and family, that our elderly people, God bless them, while they're actually they're around, a lot of them more and more are now actually getting to be in sort of like some sort of disability or pain in those remaining end of year lives. And really, it's at the point that when you think that most of the time, that 88% of the reason behind all of that is actually preventable, and it could actually be something that we could control ourselves through, and I'll share with you as to how we could possibly do this, then it certainly should be a wake-up call to everybody about doing that, because the ideal scenario is if we could actually live longer and live longer healthier. Don't you think? Well, that's what I think. So let me just sort of share, so at least you have an idea of the notes here. So if I'm looking up there, it's because because the screen's up there. But yeah, so life expectancy for men on average is 79 years, and for women it's 83 years. But healthy life expectancy for men is 65 and women is 66. So the difference there is basically around about your 65, that's 14 years, 66 is 17 years, so it's about 15 years spent in ill health. And the main causes of ill health is, and I wonder if you actually know it. I'll just put down there, main causes. There's 4 of them. Smoking, alcohol, poor diet, nutrition, and inactivity. So not enough exercise and thing. Hang on. I was trying to make the font really big so you could see it, but here we go. Okay. So yeah, that's actually the main causes of the actual ill health, and how it actually shows up with people in terms of like how we see it in our older older part of our life is in the form of like chronic diseases, which are basically preventable. A lot of them are, and those chronic diseases could be cardiovascular, so heart, cancer, which I heard, which was actually very surprising, but I heard that 90% of cancer is actually preventable due to just poor lifestyle habits and things. Diabetes, Alzheimer's, dementia, depression. Yeah, so that's some of the examples. It's basically poor lifestyle related and things. So so that in itself is something that we should actually be aware of and realize and sort of see whether we can actually do something. Like I said, majority of this is actually preventable. And I think the final bit of stats that I wanted to actually sort of show you or just share with you is that, for example, out of the X number of years that are actually lost in terms of, people actually pass on, right? 4% of those that actually oops, where's my stick? 4% is due to just people actually being born with poor health, right? 8% due to people actually, that got injured or died by an accident or something. So people injured. So that was a cause of death. So if you add up those ones, it's basically 12% there. So the rest of them is 88% is actually due to chronic conditions. It affects their, it basically is a cause of death for them. And those chronic conditions are essentially those ones that I detailed up here, which are largely preventable if we helped do something about these 4 things. Now, I know there's programs for this and I know there's programs for that, but these 2 here play a major role in what we can actually do to actually help improve and decrease that amount of years that we have at the end of our life that is spent in ill health and things. So that's probably why I'm really sort of wanting to focus in on actually the health side of things and trying to sort of share as much as I can and trying to actually learn as much as I can so that that we can actually do something about it. All right. And because I realize that the more we know, the more we need to support each other when we make these decisions to try and improve our own health on those ones. And if not our health, then at least our children's health or the next generation and things like that. So it's all basically something that we can do ourselves. It's not going to be a magic pill or a prescription that's going to do this and things. So let me go here. So that's what I just wanted to touch upon as to something that I actually came across and learnt today as I begin my whole health journey into being a health coach. And I think I'll probably, it's probably what I wanted to actually, enough to say in there. So that's just what I wanted to sort of share with you. In terms of how you would go about actually assessing your own health condition or health state, they would be the normal things like getting checkups with your doctor and, doing blood glucose counts and checking your things like HbA1c. Might be known to some, others probably like thinking, what did she just say? But that's basically just assessing over a certain amount of time how good sugar has been in your blood over the last 4 to 6 weeks. So ideally what we're after is a very, very low count when they do those kind of tests and things. All right, so I think that's all I wanted to actually say. I'm not going to spend too much on it, but I did want to just draw attention to the fact that this is now a YouTube channel where I've got my health videos going through. I'll still be going through to my group that's on Facebook, and a new page which is basically my name is a new page. And how that differs from my personal profile, well, I think my personal profile will focus more in on just the personal stuff that I do around, challenges maybe, but my actual Bernie Pereira page on Facebook will actually be more business focused and things. So, and that will be focusing in on not only the profession of health coaching, but also what I do in terms of design and marketing and affiliate businesses and things like that. So hopefully you guys can actually understand the distinction. And okay. And I'll actually leave it at that. So if you've got any questions or any comments, just drop them under wherever you are and I will catch them. Let me see. And I will wish you a very good night for Friday and enjoy your Saturday morning. I'll be back on here tomorrow, sometime on Saturday. Have a good night.